What happens when you take 13 of Saskatchewan's best and most creative chefs, along with a room full of local celebrities from the worlds of arts, politics, and entertainment, and introduce them to 17 dedicated organic farmers and the exceptional products they produce. Where you might just get yourself an invitation to dining with the stars.
My name is Chef Malcolm Craig. I am the executive chef and junior partner of the Beer Brothers Bakery and Cuisine in Regina, downtown. We are a beer restaurant. We do everything to do with beer. Beer goes in all our food. We cook with beer, we eat beer, drink beer, everything we do with beer. We are a beer restaurant. A long time ago when I was living and working in Bath, it came to light that lots of local chefs were kind of getting into the local growers movement back home in England, and then coming here and working with Chef Mo Matthew at the Willow and Wascana. And you know, we've tried to carry that on down here at the Beer Brothers to keep that local feel going. Tonight's menu, I'm going to be doing some organic breads. I'm going to make use of our baker who comes in from the Willow and Wascana, comes out to help us create some wonderful bread dishes. So I figured we would start the day by breaking bread. I think that's a great way to start any meal and keep the bread coming all the way through the meal also. And then we'll go into a nice wholesome winter broth vegetable soup. We've got some really great organic vegetables coming in from one of the suppliers for this evening, and we'll be working our way around that. And then about halfway through the evening then we'll introduce our lamb dish. I'll be using some of the berries that were left over from the gold medal plates that we were able to salvage and keep frozen in their most excellent state. So you'll be excellent to surprised to see, in fact, the sea buckthorn berries making quite the move, I think, on the lamb. We'll have jelly, we'll have sea buckthorn berries. We're probably going to be getting in some of the syrups that we used as well from Bedard Creek, the organic syrups, the fruit syrups and flower syrups that we've used from them before, to add a little bit more garnish and a little bit more depth to that. And then the dessert, we are going to, again, surprise people with that too. Maybe you'll see a little bit more use of the berries, maybe even some wild rice in a pudding form as well. The products that we've used in the past, even like from honey to the berries, to lamb, to beef, pork, everything that we've had from the local producers, I've been really, really impressed with. Some of it organic, some of it not, some of it naturally reared. So, you know, we go all the way across the spectrum for that. And I find that the local produce, not only is it helping our local economy, but it's, you know, I like to see it as sharing the love and giving back what they give to us. So, and it's always good when we get them coming in, so, you know, our local suppliers coming in to help out on occasions, on nights like we are about to do for the Organic Society, and do this great evening with the organic food.
I was hoping for a little something with some Jack Daniels.
We could do some Jack Daniels. We could
That's
do
smart. Wow. Not Jack Rabbit, though. Which I could catch myself and bring to you. This could be all part of the show.
He's a hunter.
I'll snare up some Jack Rabbit. You smother it in Jack Daniels. Is this all working?
Absolutely.
Okay, well, I always like to ask a chef what he likes to make, because you're probably going to get the best of the best. So what's your favorite thing to make?
Lamb.
I love lamb.
We're stuck on this lamb thing. You see, I grew up on a farm, and my parents, they raised sheep. If lamb is on the menu, you're going to have to be really good. So now, okay, so you like to make lamb, and I don't think we're going to get you off the lamb. Is there a sauce?
I have to talk to my butcher and see what he's got first. It could change like rapidly over the next couple of days as to what I'm doing for you guys.
Really?
My entree is going to be a complete surprise. It could be lamb, it could be chicken, it could be rabbit. You don't.
Mystery meat.
I might just surprise you and put all 3 pieces on a plate and give you an amuse style.
I won't be
entree.
amused. I'll be unamused.
Unamused.
If we could get, if you can make the lamb taste like something.
Like lamb?
Well, I've had good lamb before. I've had good lamb. I've actually had lamb that you've prepared, and it was fantastic, and I enjoyed it. But
I'm interested in trying the lamb, but I mean, it depends. Everybody's got to be happy.
Jack's been known to kick out a few beets. I think beets should be on the menu.
Beets, because that has to do with music, does it not?
Exactly, exactly.
The beat of the song. There we go. Yeah, perfect.
There you go.
The beat goes on.
The beat goes on. The Beatles.
Oh!
And we play the Beatles.
Occasionally. Okay, so beets. I like beets too.
Yep,
I'm a beet
beets are
guy
good.
myself.
Beets it is.
Braised in vanilla.
Fine, it's beets.
Did you say vanilla?
I did.
All right, beets, lamb, and Jack Daniels.
I tell you now, you will be blown away by the lamb. Right now in my head, now that we've said that we like the beets, and rave reviews about vanilla going on in the corner there. Beets and vanilla.
You had
and
me at
lamb
vanilla.
all work really, really well, and that vanilla will take away that gamey tallow flavor. So I already know in my head what I'm going to do for you.
I got to go and read up on what we're going to be eating here. What am I eating?
Little brown sugar in that syrup.
You're gonna be
Brown sugar.
playing around with
Stones.
little plates of love going on for you.
So now we can do some.
I made a statement that I hate, and it's only because.
For us to be able to create that awareness of local and organic food, we figured what better way than to sit down and to have producers at the table, have some local celebrities, and welcome to Jack FM for that purpose tonight. And we appreciate you coming. We've got stars who are from the media, from politics, from entertainment, from sports, and a variety. And we also made sure that our selection of restaurants is from around the province, as are our producers.
Let us ask the deity who keeps us all from harm to bless this food and company, the city and the farm. Blessings too for Aj, the man behind the camera lights, Marion and Brenda too, and all the Christmas sights. Also bless the chefs tonight by whose caring hands the food prepared so lovingly from our wondrous land. Bless the 3 from Jack FM to keep our evening light, and all of the rest of us on this gorgeous night. Bless the friendships made today. This is what we ask, a large thing that we seek of you, for you a tiny task.
Where Courtney is, but we're ready to roll on our first course. I found her. We got diced carrots, parsnips, organic onions, wild rice in here, and then the broth is made from all the bones and everything that I roasted from the chickens this morning. And then obviously then the chicken put back in, and then other bits of chicken I've used in the pot pie for later on as well, so we're all good. That's right, I said it. Follow up the rib. So first course, we've done a chicken vegetable broth soup. Okay, we've got wild rice in there, we've got diced carrots, parsnips, organic onions, and Canadian Lake wild rice, and underneath that is a thin slice of chicken breast, which was supplied by.
Yeah,
Just break it. Yeah, okay. Like we're all Ukrainian and Catholic, what the hell?
Yeah, you can break a little bit. Can't hurt my health. And we do a lot of it. I love it. It's wonderful. Wonderful for soups, wonderful just in the place of rice.
Yeah.
My wife will be coming home from work on a Friday, and he'll say, bring some cherry juice.
Oh, honey.
Not those brown ones, but the gray ones.
Somebody should start the same trend with gophers, yeah.
Hi, I'm Dean Krutzer, and this is Over the Hill Orchards. We're sitting in a BC cherry
orchard right now, or sweet cherries, which you don't find in Saskatchewan because, of course, they're not hardy for us, but I'm growing them in big pots, and I've got peaches and nectarines and apricots, prune plums, and a lot of different fruits that we're growing here, and that's kind of a lot of the interest in what we're doing is because we're growing a lot of different fruits you don't find in Saskatchewan. The great thing about growing in Saskatchewan is the dry weather really helps with growing organically. There's very little disease, so these are very clean leaves. There's no disease on them, whereas in other parts of Canada, down in Ontario, they got to spray a lot for all the disease and fungus because it's very high humidity. One thing about the varieties that we can grow in Saskatchewan that are hardy, typically what happens is hardy trees tend to have small fruit. So these apricots, for example, you know, they're not the largest apricot you'll find in the store, but the quality is incredible. They're very sweet, very intense flavor to them. So people have to kind of learn that what you can grow in Saskatchewan isn't what you're going to find in the grocery stores that you get from California or BC. Those are selected for their size, their appearance, and how well they ship. And typically they pick them 3 to 4 days ahead of when they're actually ripe. And then they ship them to you, to the stores here, and then you buy them and you take them home and you eat them, and they were picked not ripe. So they don't have the intense flavor that fruit picked right off the tree that I'm able to do has. And it's so people have to learn that, because it's people shouldn't be taken back by the smaller size of some of the fruit that we can grow here. Okay. So I grew up in Regina, a city boy, and I was basically a programmer for about 13 years professionally, and now I'm an organic fruit grower. Living in the city and making lots of money just wasn't fulfilling. All the toys you buy would last me a couple of weeks and I get bored of them, so I needed something else to inspire me, and you know, the feeling of making a difference, and hopefully with what we're doing here at the orchard is, you know, it's very unique. I don't come in to the orchard with a lot of baggage of preconceptions. I came in with very little knowledge, so when people told me I couldn't grow peaches, for example, I said, well, why? Why can't you do that? And some of the things I was told they were correct, and other things they weren't. Sometimes it's just more work, harder work, or a little bit more money, or a little bit more time required to make it happen. But as you can see, it's working. Some of the things that I've done have worked really well. Others have not, and it's just a learning process. But it's never boring, and very exciting to be in the orchard and to grow up, have the kids grow up in the orchard and have a great lifestyle. So here, with all the fruit that we grow here, the apples, apricots, plums, grapes, cherries, raspberries, strawberries, peaches, lots of different fruits, we make products. We don't just ship it away to some factory in some foreign land. We actually make products with our fruit. Part of marketing our products is getting the word out to what these cherries are. These cherries that we're growing, they were developed in the prairies, and they're being grown in the prairies. So I thought, prairie cherry, why not? I mean, it even rhymes. So we've trademarked the name prairie cherry, and we put that on all of our products. We got cherry spread and raspberry and strawberry and all the different fruit flavors. We have topping, which goes on ice cream or waffles or pancakes, yogurt, that sort of thing, milkshakes. We've got lots of different products. We got organic pies made with spelt flour for people that suffer from wheat allergies. They can have that. Tarts and the chocolate covered cherries. We've got cherry juice, which is it's my favorite product with the cherries, because it's like drinking a cherry pie. It's so intense and it's so good for you. There's so many benefits of eating and consuming cherries and cherry juice. Great for gout, the arthritic problems people have in their feet. It just flushes away the uric acid in their feet. And now they're making gout medication from cherries. Products are available in organic stores, health food stores around the province, and we're now getting into organic stores in Calgary and other parts of the prairies. Information on all of our products, on our orchard tours, are available on our website at www.overthehillorchards.ca.
we have a lot in common. I think radio people, we get up so early, bakers, farmers, I know all the producers here get up so early, so I find myself wanting to know more about Saskatchewan food, wanting to know more about the growers who produce my food, wanting to spend time with fruit growers, grain growers, farmers. But it's a pleasure to spend time here with all the people in the room and to be a part of the Dine with the Star dinner here at Beer Brothers.
It's nice to sit around with the producers and listen to their stories and what makes what goes into and the unique experience that goes into organic farming. I know looking over the menu that it's going to be fantastic. I'm really excited to learn more about the organic food. I know Chef Malcolm is a fantastic cook.
I've learned stuff already. We've only been into, the first or second course now, and I've already learned some stuff about organic farming. And so far, everything has been great. I think the night's great, some great company here.
So our next course for you is our lamb, pea and mint pierogies. First taste of lamb, okay? Inside the pierogi itself, we got whole, fresh garden organic peas, wrapped up in some potatoes. Then you got the mint braised lamb, which I did with kind of like a Greek kind of style to it. I squeezed fresh lemons over it, put fresh mint on it, and then slowly roasted everything. A little bit of beer in the bottom as well, just to give it a little bit of depth and dimension. Okay, so you got all that really neat little flavor in there. Didn't come out too lammy, so I think you're going to enjoy it. You know there's going to be meat in there, but it's not going to be overpowering of that kind of tallow that you were saying the other day that you're going to get. That's going to come later with the big lamb dish. Okay, and then with the knuckle, and then on the side of that we have then pork and garlic sausage. So enjoy that, and then we've just finished it with a little bit of lamb and mint demi over the top, just a nice reduction.
Because if the public don't embrace what we're doing, they don't start demanding local and organic food, we can sell to Europe.
Just very quickly before you carry on with the rest of your evening, we've got bison short rib ragu. Okay, your pasta is very, very thirsty, by the way. It soaked all. I had lots of sauce tonight in my ragu, and it just like you could hear it going, sucking all the sauce in. So if it's a bit dry, I apologise. We have carrot pudding on the top, flavoured with just a little bit vanilla. I kind of wanted to go with carbonara kind of feel to it. So the carrot pudding on the top is, if you can imagine your egg yolk in there, that you're going to stir in to that, and that's going to be your sauce to coat all your pasta and give you a little bit of extra flavour on that too. All right.
Well, she's going to take you to visit.
Stir it up.
2 bottles.
This has been my favorite dish. With the carrot pudding on top with the vanilla.
That's okay.
Okay.
She always won an Academy Award. She just won one.
That was very, very good. It was a nice use of bison and with a pasta dish and flavored very nicely.
The taste is the thing that's real. I'm noticing it's awesome. Carrot pudding. Whoever thought to make carrot pudding? It was delicious, and Malcolm did, and the bison was awesome.
Organic food is going to be better for us, and it's going to have a greater quality to it, and it's going to taste better. But everyone should be obliged, let alone invited, to come to a dinner where they get all this fantastic food, sit amongst people in the industry, and actually learn, if they don't already know, the importance and the wonderful, natural, sorry for using that word, but it is kind of natural, organic way that food can be. They need to sit down with some of the people that we're privileged to sit with tonight and actually hear their stories, learn the great story they have to tell, and then taste the food. I mean, the food speaks for itself.
This was kind of truly a unique thing for me to be able to sit down and actually eat the very thing that I grew on my farm and changed into a finished food product, and have somebody with the passion for food prepared for me. It's truly a really unique experience.
The carrot pudding on top with this sweet vanilla high note, it was everything your taste buds could want, rolling across your palate.
It wasn't drowned in sauces. You got to appreciate it just for it's what it was, and it was wonderful.
So what we got here, if you want to just quickly get a little look-see on here, we got this is our slow braised knuckle of lamb. Again, the same lamb that we had from Clear Creek, but we're just doing it knuckle. So we got mixed herbs, sun-dried tomatoes, olive oil, a bit of lemon, When I say mixed herbs, we've used mint, some fresh sage in there too, or dried sage, should I say. Crushed garlic, a little bit of onion, caramelized onion, and then beer. Again, we like the beer. So these were done on Saturday. I braised these for about 4 hours on Saturday, and then this evening I just wrapped them all back up again, put them back in the oven, doctored the sauce a little bit just to bring it back up, and then we're good to go. They've been back in the oven again for about another hour and a half right now, just to get all nice and hot and fall off the bone. Kind of like this is to me, this is like proper cooking. This is what I live for. This stuff. Put one of these just straight down on our plate like this. All right, Carl. So 3 beets. All right. Chef. The olive oil, all the herbs are coming through. The salt, the cracked pepper, those sun-dried tomatoes are coming out on there too. Courtney, as soon as they got the parsnips on, they can start running, please. Yes. Can you use any of this? I said yes. So that's what you got.
Fresh basil within the next month.
It's not where they learned that? They learned that in military field hospitals in the Civil Wars. The American
I'm going to distill this down and add some yeast to it. It's going to be good.
Chicken pot pie, peas, bechamel, which is a basic white cream sauce, okay? A little bit of the organic butter that I made earlier, thrown into that for the good measure. And then your cheese biscuits made with the organic parmesan and the organic butter as well, okay? Just slightly deconstructed, nice and rich, creamy sauce, finished with a little bit of smoked white cheddar, just to give it a little bit of depth, and then smoked paprika just over the top. Okay? Light. Yeah, it's nice and light, this one. I made it small so that it wouldn't be too heavy.
Right.
Yeah.
It's a neat idea.
Steak and eggs.
Steak frites. Steak frites. Okay, we got chicken fried fries. I do a lot of confit chicken, which is chicken that is preserved in its own fat, essentially. Okay, took all that fat off, put it into our deep fryer, and that's what your fries are done in tonight. Then we've got bison steak, strip loin, and then extra virgin olive oil poached egg on the top, which you'll have to wait and see on the show, because there's quite a little technique to do in it. Not many people know that you can poach eggs in oil, but you can if you hit the temperature just right. And then we've got a little bit of oregano paste, organic, on the side. Okay? You're getting really full now, are you?
We're into the 20th.
It is, to coin a phrase, wafer thin. We got a raspberry brulee tartlet. Organic raspberries, supplied by our very own Marion McBride right here. And basic brulee. Instead of baking the brulee in the tartlet first, we made the custard nice and thick and then poured it in over top of the raspberries, then bruleed over the whole tartlet. Nice crisp tart shell around the outside. We've got black pansy syrup underneath with a red clover syrup, and then fresh raspberries around the outside of that too, just to finish.
Absolutely, Sid.
The meal was fantastic. The taste was awesome. Everything was very good. And talk about an education about where our food comes from, how we should eat, and a better way of life. I think this has been an eye-opener for me. And I think it was great. And Malcolm, awesome job with the food. And the lamb was really good. And yeah, we loved it. It was awesome.
You're holding it on the French side.
That's fine. I want to make sure in case this ever airs in Quebec.
That's right. Just very happy to be a part of this night, to see all the great food presented in a very creative and excellent tasting way. I feel privileged to be one of the suppliers, and it makes me feel great to see some of our products that I personally produce made into such wonderful food.
I find it very invigorating to find young people that are interested, people who are concerned, and that portion of the evening was actually quite fantastic. The neat part of it is,
So this has been a fantastic opportunity for myself. Someone who really enjoys real things, to actually sit with real people, enjoy their real food, have a really good time.
Well, I for one love the lamb. It was awesome.
But she likes to gut chickens.
Hey, because I know where my food comes from, and I'm not afraid to admit that. I grew up and I learned how to do that, and it's been a pleasure reacquainting myself with where my food came from, and with what I'm feeding my body, with what I'm feeding my children, and becoming passionate about it again.
Thank you for the organic wine and beer. It makes an enjoyable evening.
I'm really glad to be here tonight, and I just think it's important that, and it's my hope that people educate themselves on what they're eating, and more importantly, in what they're feeding their children. So
thank you for some great discussion, and thank you very much for a fabulous dinner.
Well, the food was wonderful. Compliments to Chef Malcolm and the servers, and obviously they had good products to work with, and that goes back to the growers, people who produce the food, who are very important in this whole equation. And congratulations to Sod on this project.
Thank all of you.
I want to thank you so much for this evening. I have so enjoyed watching these people's faces and their sense of appreciation and understanding go up by the bite. Their realization of what's available in Saskatchewan and what they could do with various pieces of what we perceive as ordinary food.
Yeah. Thanks, guys.
Thank you so much. I hope that you have forged some new relationships with our producers in the province.
Absolutely. Well, I'm hoping to forge some new ones as well when I come and sit in here for a beer in a minute.
Good.
Cool.
Good. That would be so good.
This is the second certificate I've won this week. I won one for bowling last night as well. Apparently I upped my average for the high-low bowling, so.
Will that last for a year though?
It does. Well, so does my other one.
You make my raspberries look nice.
Thanks. They are nice. They're great raspberries, I'm not going to lie.